to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Syracuse Orange and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame, he is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Wolverines offense will have the ball first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Got it in the middle. It's Buchanan. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He'll pull it down. At the 45 on his way. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Running inside. It's Marshall. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Ball outside the numbers. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Underwood on the play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got the tight end. Bounced off his feet.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now, Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Syracuse's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Now here's Angeli. He's got him in the flat. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. First down for this offense. Steve Angeli looking down the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Rides to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it's no good. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Under fire. Finds some time. Keeps it himself and gets to first. Gets down and, like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might be changing the route. Underwood makes the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. A strike downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Pulled down for the tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a third and long. The offense changing the play. Underwood from the gun on third down. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Throwing and jelly. He's going for it all. It's caught. Here he goes. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Orange.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Underwood. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got his man across the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The pull and throw off the RPO. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that.
Caught, and he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Angeli on the play action. Makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Again, it's Angeli. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Johnson. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. They go to the counter. Here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Angeli makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Got his man on the right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And the Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Gets the back moving, looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat, and it's a sack.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back has it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big...
Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? At the 35, he's loose. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Shoots it to the left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to...
Fires one high and deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the NC State Wolfpack. And it's the Volunteers with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We check in with Holly Rowe.
The Syracuse head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the third quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said, we have got to start asserting ourselves up front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the third. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Steve Angeli. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Hunt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Right on the money. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Underwood. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. He'll try it again.
And we talked
maybe a crease. He's got it inside the 10. Work him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing, Underwood. Got his man out of the backfield. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Miller. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's got his man. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and the ball will be spotted at the 47. Unloads quickly, and he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Throwing and jelly. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Running inside, it's Johnson. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. from the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The RPO, it's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Angelic. Got it. Touchdown, Cuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns.
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. He leaves it with his back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Plucks it out of the air. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking deep. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The give is to Miller. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
95, 96, break. 95, 96, go.
Steve Angeli finds his tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35.
Here we go, ready. Black 18, Black 18. Where did he go?
This time he wants to throw. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And unfortunately, man.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Angeli. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Syracuse. Rolled his way into the end zone.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got.
Ready. Go.
They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's square.
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line. And that's why you're getting the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Takes the knee, and they will remain perfect. Get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column,